Howl-O-Scream 2022 at Busch Gardens, Tampa is a theme park Halloween masterpiece and is absolutely one of the must-do haunts this year. In the years that we have been attending the event, there has never been a more consistently excellent collection of houses and scare zones. The scare actors are on point inside and outside of the houses, and the scares are achieved the old-fashioned way: swarm attacks from every direction. This is not a place to come see high-tech houses with lots of projections. The investment is instead put into lavishly curated and detailed, beautiful environments filled with enthusiastic talent. This is a place to come get those precious jump scares, and in abundance. Gone this year are the plexiglass partitions and masks. Back are the intense chills in darkened corridors, cautiously peeking around every corner, wondering if someone is there ready to pounce. We were invited to attend the opening media night, but actually used our own tickets to get in early and plan out our attack for the night. And while this event is on our must-see list every year, this year we will be making many more drives from Orlando to visit it.
Hey, you mind giving me some help? Sure, I can really use a hand. Thank you so much.
To begin our journey, we quickly grabbed the park map from the QR code on the entrance directory. We had a couple hours to kill before the event actually started, and this gave us the opportunity to plan a path that managed to encircle the entire park twice. This also gave us a unique opportunity to really look at many of the merchandise offerings for 2022, and hats off to the creatives who put together this year's collection. There are several t-shirts, a coffee mug, and even a few tchotchkes that will end up in our home by the end of the season. Note, we plan to do a specific review of the food and merch offerings in separate pieces as well. I'm also going to wait and do a review on most of the shows until we have visited again this week. Circuit Scream was not up and running yet, and we were so busy we didn't get to experience this year's Fiends. Yes, the event starts while it's still daylight, in our case, while a healthy Central Florida rainstorm passed overhead as well. But don't think you have to wait for the dark to enjoy a few scares. Even in the light of day, the scare actors of Howl-O-Scream are adept at seemingly coming from nowhere to strike. We were very lucky that the storm passed quickly, darkness fell, and under the light of the full moon we could pull out the cameras and document everything. I think I have mentioned it before, but this has to be stated. This theme park, animal preserve aside, is uniquely perfect for a haunt event. If Scooby and the gang were hunting for monsters for real, this park, with its hills, twists and turns, dark corners, and lush vegetation, would provide quite the challenge to catching Old Man Withers. The large loop puts you deep into the back of the park where there is no easy way out, and covering it twice made our foam fitness circles ecstatic. Our feet and legs not so much. Remember comfortable shoes. I did see some ladies trying to carry their heels towards the end of the night, and while haunt fashion is important, being able to walk the next day is too. On the subject of walking, let's start with the scare zones for this year. Some of our favorites have been changed out. Goodbye to the killer clowns. Well, sort of. They don't have a full scare zone anymore. Farewell to the evil trick-or-treating children and killer toys. But don't despair, the new offerings are beautiful and worthy replacements. New this year is Raven's Mill. It's a cornfield scare zone that has taken over the covered bridge that carries you from the bottom of the park to the top. This is a fantastic new offering. The central walkway is normally very busy, and they've broken it up with plenty of set pieces that offer ample opportunity for the scare actors to utilize in their attack. There are also some, let's say, great photo opportunities and some scary surprises for the unsuspecting selfie taker at the same time. Normally this zone is confined just to the bridge itself, and now it extends from the very top of the aviary all the way to the bend of the path, making this a wonderfully long and very treacherous stroll through the cornstalks.
know if I got this. Oh my God. There's no need for that to be extra. I'm not like, come on, scared.
Best friend, she was making fun of you. No, I was not. She was making fun of you. She was making fun of you. Let go of me, best friend. I love you guys. Hey, I even love you even more.
The shortcut is also new and breathtaking. With its graveyard setting and haunting scare actors, we actually crisscrossed this one several times. It's really hard to beat faceless killer nuns running around chasing you with knives, and some of the interactions you can have with the characters in this area are amazing.
We pray to thee, our God, this day, for the blessings you provide. From ashes to ashes, from dust to dust, so it must be. But keep this woman, O King of Kings, beneath thy almighty wings. O God, the spirit of all rejoice, God, the word waits.
Darkness shall prevail. There was a time when there was light, but then the light was gone and only darkness prevailed. Once the light was vanquished, the darkness was upon us, and he said, "All darkness is found." The shortcut of fear.
Voodoo is back and absolutely beautiful. This one actually gave me the chills. The scare actors were absolutely committed to the slow stock scare. It's not often you see a scare zone with a lot of dancing zombies, and it was refreshingly fun. Skeleton Crew is another returning favorite. It's a little hard to take starving pirates seriously when they are wandering around an open Chick-fil-A, but they are a fun crew very committed to both the characters they are playing and getting some really good scares in a very well-lit section of the park.
Going once, going twice.
Food!
Next time only. Yes, please.
The Junkyard lives up to its billing. It's Mad Max-like psychopaths on the prowl for a kill. I like that they gave it a space out of the main entrance path this year, and I love that they have some rocker sirens out front to lure people in. In the Shadows is one of the best integrations into what the park has to offer. It's kind of a small scare zone, but it packs a punch with scares coming literally out of the dense landscaping with ferocity. I do miss some of the more obvious urban legend references from last year, but it's still great for jump scares after dark. I mentioned that the clowns lost their scare zone, but they have really moved and taken over the bumper cars. Crash Test Clowns is now a very accurate simulation of the I-4 expressway during rush hour. Love this overlay, the clowns seem to be having a great time, and I'm so glad they didn't disappear completely. The Rolling Bones are back and honestly are a campy delight. This is one of the highlights for us every year. About halfway back in the park, and usually about the time we are really ready for a break, we stop into the Dragonfire Bar and Grill, grab a drink and some food, and enjoy this super talented band play some great spooky season music.
Looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across these spooky cats playing their instruments high, he jumped up on a coffin and said, "Guys, let me tell you what. Which one of you should have the best riffs from rock and roll? But if you lose, the devil gets your soul."
New for this year is 50/50 Choose Your Fate. We saw the first showing mostly because it had a canopy over the seating and a downpour was passing over at the time. I think we might revisit this one later in the season to see if it finds its footing.
Me? Excellent choice, Casey! That's what you want here. Now, my boy, take him.
Food and bars this year have really hit their stride. There seemed to be several new offerings, and while it was busy, the lines were much shorter than previous years. Thank you, Busch Gardens culinary team. Fun, great food with lots of options, bunches of specialty drinks, and more places to get them make for a happy haunt experience. Okay, let's get to the stuff you really want to know about. The 5 terrifying houses. The Forgotten was one of our favorite houses that has returned from last year. This is a crazy, sexy, dark vampire lair, festooned with rich old world treasures and modern dark bondage accessories. The Vampire Queen awaits you. Will you join her army of the undead or end up a drained, rotting corpse? Still one of the top of our list and still a must-see.
Get out!
Get back here!
The Residence is back and reimagined for 2022. This time we are home for the holidays. This is the scariest season of all. All the residents are naughty, none of them are nice. Can you make it through the holidays this year? I doubt it. This was wonderful and is still on our must-see list.
You're all getting cold!
Happy Christmas! Would you like some cookies? They're made of flesh. Honey, they're fresh. Oh, you're hungry! Oh my God! Oh no! It's time for night night. You don't want you when you sleep.
It's coming! Hurry up! Chris from the sky! Hi! Do you think you can get us out of here?
Witch of the Woods is back. This one is fun and creepy. The forest and village sets are quite elaborate and offer many places for great scares. The Witch of the Woods and her coven are going to give you two choices: join them or face their wrath.
You're all gonna die. Join us!
Deathwater Bayou, Blood Moon, the final phase. Isn't that a mouthful? Returns, and unfortunate for us, it was a full moon the night we visited. The werewolves are back in mass and are so hungry they don't even wait for you to enter the house before attacking. This is another house that has been around for a few years, but we still love the richly crafted bayou setting and dark, dangerous scare corners.
Welcome to the bayou.
Are you ready?
Finally, new for this year, Stranglewood Estate is an amazing new house. The house design work is exquisite and the scare actors were absolutely on point in their new funhouse. This is a lavish estate and we find all the murdered inhabitants haunting its lush Victorian passages. The ghosts seem to know we won't make it out alive and will soon join them. That's what happens when this much evil seeps into the walls. Don't miss this one. It's gorgeous, it's scary, and we hope it's around for many years to come. I said it at the beginning and I mean it. I think this is the strongest year for this event. A lot of people draw comparisons between HHN and Orlando in this offering. For those of us who love these and anxiously await them every year, both have their place and unique advantages. We wouldn't miss either. For us, it's a trek from Orlando, but I will gladly make it many more times this season to enjoy some of the best scares from an amazing cast of really committed scare actors. Thank you, Howl-O-Scream, for shaking off the last few years of limited scare opportunities and bringing back the fun and chills for 2022. We absolutely loved it. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. We have longer walkthroughs of the houses and scare zones up, and we'll be adding more content from the media events for this year. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.